Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David, and this is a magic book review. Hey, all right, it's Friday, and typically, sometimes on Friday, I do magic book reviews. If you've watched my channel for any amount of time, you know I love magic books. I think books are where all the best secrets are. I think if you're serious about magic and making a career out of this, or at least a lifelong hobby, you definitely need a library. You definitely need a magic shelf of books, or a couple of shelves, or as many shelves as you can afford. You really need to find books, find magicians, find voices that speak to you. You need mentors, you need teachers, and I'm telling you, the best gems, the best tricks are in books. Today, we got a really special book for you. This is The Code from Fenik. All right, so if you're not familiar with Fenik, he's been a magician for 32 years. He's been doing magic professionally since he was 17. His teachers, get this, were Michael Skinner and Larry Jennings. He's performed at Caesar's Palace. He's performed at the Magic Castle. So even though you might not be familiar with Fenik's name or familiar with his work, you can rest assured that he is an industry professional. Lots of magicians know who he is, and he has amazing teachers, amazing mentors. All right, so let's say you order this book, you buy it, it comes to you in the mail. What can you expect? It's $100 for the book. It is 320 pages. Inside that, you're getting 27 full routines, okay? 27 fully fleshed out routines. That means you're getting patter, you're getting theory, you're getting sleights, you're getting illustrations, you're getting the entire thing, right? 27 tricks. 24 of those, I will say, 24 of those are card tricks. So this is mostly a card trick book, okay? 24 are card trick. You get one coin trick, okay? You get one coin trick. Well, it's a coin assembly, okay? Then there's a pencil through bill effect that is really good. One of the best pencil through bill effects I've ever seen. There are no gimmicks in this entire thing. There's nothing to build. Most of these tricks are entirely impromptu, and Fenik says those are the types of tricks that he enjoys the most. All right, so what's the skill level on this? I know that's kind of the worry. You buy a book and you're crossing your fingers thinking, am I gonna be able to do these tricks? Am I gonna find that it's too hard for me? Fenik says that about 80% of the tricks in this book are obtainable by your average, everyday, intermediate level magician, and I would agree. There are some advanced level tricks in this. There definitely are. And there's some knuckle busters in there, I'm not gonna lie, but they're not the bulk of this. So there's a couple of tricks that are self-working, a couple, but there's not that many. So I would definitely say this is a book for intermediate skill level. You're looking at good bar magic, you're looking at good parlor magic, definitely. A lot of these tricks are reputation makers. A lot of these tricks would be magician foolers. I would also say there's no throwaway tricks. You know, with 27 tricks, there's that worry that, well, there's 3 or 4 good ones and then there's a bunch of bad ones, right? There's a bunch of filler. There's no filler in this book. These are all pulled from Fenik's working repertoire. Now, obviously, with 27 tricks, we can't go through every single one of them because I would just be describing how the trick goes. But if you were to ask Fenik what some of his favorite tricks in the book are, he says his favorite tricks are Miracle, Round Trip, the Rev, and Maximum Penetration. Miracle is a fun trick where the magician spells to a spectator's thought of card with the word miracle. The magician deals out M-I-R-A-C-L-E, and on the E, you flip over the spectator's thought of card. This is a reputation maker. This is a magician fuller. Round Trip is a card to pocket routine, and it's also kind of mixed with a cards across routine where the kings and the aces transpose. The Rev is an NFW style trick where the 4 jacks in the deck become the 4 aces, but then they transform back into the jacks again. Maximum Penetration has everything. It is a massive routine. It's a traveler's effect. It's a sandwich effect. It's a card to box routine. Wow, there's a lot in this. There's also a really cool trick in there called Fenik, which is a torn and restored business card routine. All right, so maybe you've purchased some things before from Fenik in the past and you're wondering if there's some crossover. Are there things in the book that maybe you owned in the past? Like I did a review maybe only a month or two ago for Torn and Transformed. Is Torn and Transformed in the book? No, it's not. Torn and Transformed is not in the book. That is a marketed effect. However, if you purchase the Beast collection, out of everything I would say in this book, the Beast collection is in this book. Okay, so what about the title? Why is it called The Code? It's called The Code because of the end of the book. So I haven't told you everything. So there's that first section, the 27 tricks. Then at the end of this, there is a huge, just massive ending chapter. It's almost a book in and of itself called The Code. And really at its core, what Fenik has done is he's found a way to take magic theory about how you would rate or how you would classify a magic trick, whether it's good or bad or great, and to basically put your tricks through this equation, really. It's kind of scientific. This is a great little tool, and maybe you should even read this part of the book first because it really helps you stand back and be objective about the tricks you perform. It helps you analyze your routines and all the tricks that are in your magic drawer or in your magic shelf, and ask yourself those tough questions. Is this trick getting me the reactions I want? Is this trick getting that whole idea of magic and wonder across to the audience? It is a great next level book. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? You know, there's a lot of magic books that get released every single year. Some are good, others are great. But The Code is next level great and shouldn't be missed. Negatives. All right, so what are the negatives? You know, every single time I do a magic review, I always try to give you the good and the bad, positives and the negatives side by side so that you can make up your own mind. I'm here to give you factual information. I'm here to be honest with you so that when you spend your money, you're spending it wisely and only buying the things that you're gonna love. You know, it was really hard to find a negative with this book at all. 27 tricks, fully fleshed out, plus a huge section of magic theory at the end. It's only $100, which is really not that much for a hardbound 320-page book. The only negative I can come up with, and this is completely petty, right? But it's just the, I live with a graphic designer. So sometimes I end up seeing things in a graphic design way. Let me show you. So it has nothing to do with content and everything to do with the jacket cover, which again seems extremely petty. This is extremely petty, guys. So if the front of the book is right here, then it's gonna go in your bookshelf this direction, right? And as you can see, the words are upside down, or they're backwards, or yeah, they're not facing the right direction. That should be right side up, right? But they're upside down, so it's actually flip-flopped. So yeah, it was just the words on the spine that came out incorrectly. A couple more last things about the book. Number one, it took 8 years for Fenik to completely finish this book. It was the work of a lot of different people that came together, not only to just kind of put his thoughts down on paper, but also to illustrate it and also to translate it. English is not Fenik's first language. So great news with this is this book is actually released in Spanish and in English. So that's great. I mean, it's going to reach so many more people with that. Second really cool thing about the book is it has a sewn spine, which means sometimes we do this with books. You know, you try to hold the book open and then you're holding cards in your hand trying to do the trick at the same time. The fact that this is a sewn spine book with a hardback book means that when you lay the book open, the pages actually stay at that spot. So the book will rest in an open state without you having to weigh it down with a soda can and a brick. All right, so that's everything I can say about the code from Fenik. Of course, I want to thank Fenik and I want to thank Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this book so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it wherever quality Murphy's Magic products are sold. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.